Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, DisBearity here. In today's video, I'm going to be updating my Bard class guide for Baldurs Gate 3. Before we get into this, here's the big disclaimer. This video is not here to give you guys a meta build or tactician mode or anything of the sort. This is just going over what the Bard class is all about. So, as a Bard, you know music is more than a fancy. It is power, study, and adventure. You have mastered song, speech, and the magic within. So, guys, as a Bard, let's look into the details here. You are proficient in simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, short swords, and also light armor. So you also get access to cantrips and also spells, because you are a supportive kind of spellcaster, basically. With Bard, to me, it's more so of a support slash crowd control based class. So if you go here, the game gives you some basic cantrips to start out with. Of course, you get Vicious Mockery and also Blade Ward. Vicious Mockery is probably pretty important early on, because you can assault a creature and it has a disadvantage on its next attack roll. Blade Ward, not so much, especially if you're going to have a decent front line to protect you. So what I would go with as a Bard, I will most likely go with Friends, because you gain an advantage on charisma checks against non-hostile creatures. So very, very nice to use. Later, you get to learn different spells, because Bard is a very charismatic based class. So you have Healing Ward, Dissident Whispers, Hideous Laughter, and also Heroism. Now, if you're going to have a Paladin in your class or in your group, Heroism probably is not needed, or a Cleric. You can probably switch it out with maybe something like Bane. Bane gives your enemies a disadvantage on their attack rolls and also saving throws. Very useful to use, which, of course, you also have other useful spells as well. Featherfall is really nice because it gives you and your squad the immunity to falling damage. So if you need to jump from great heights, that's very useful. And of course, you have Charm Person, which you can possibly get later with Animal Friendship. Now, if you have somebody like a Druid or a Barbarian, then Animal Friendship you can probably get way later. Then, of course, your starting instrument. So, pick the instrument that you like to use. It will influence the soundscape when you cast spells, and can be changed later by equipping different instruments. So, this is just your first instrument here. So, let's say you want to go let's go with flute, actually. Play your squad a beat. Just like that. So now we're going to confirm this. Now, as usual, I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm at in the game. So we're just going to go ahead and continue further. We're going to click the level up button. Okay, so as we level up, we're at level 2. Now we gain access to a class feature, which is Jack of all trades. Your vast experience make you more likely to succeed in any undertaking, and half your proficient bonus round it down to ability checks that are not proficient in. Actions. You get Song of Rest. You and your allies are revitalized as you would have taken a short rest. So that means, as an example here, you get like 3 short rests in a sense. So you get healed, you get your abilities back, so on and so forth, and then you get a spell slot. So go to spells. So now it's like, okay, Featherfall. You already know this. So this spell is a different version of one you already know. You will have access to both. So this one, you and your allies are getting immediately falling damage. It's like, well, you know this, but you don't really need it because you can switch them out. These are all already prepared spells. So keep that in mind. As a Bard, again, you're a person that loves crowd control. So sleep is something I would go with early on, especially when early levels, when people's HP are below 50, I guess you could say. Very useful, very nice SPC, because you can knock out an opponent or two, and then as long as you don't attack them, you sleep. Really nice, really useful. So now that we're level 3, we get access to change our skills. You can also gain a spell. You get subclass features now, like additional proficiencies, and also cutting words. So now, before I even jump into doing anything else like spells or whatnot, let's go over the subclasses real quick. We will show you the difference here. So as a College of Lore, you pursue beauty, truth, collecting knowledge from the scholarly tomes to peasants' tales, and use your gifts to hold both the audience and enemies spellbound. So subclass features, additional proficiency, and also cutting words. Now let's go to the College of Valor. You wander the land to witness and relate the deeds of the mighty, keeping alive the memory of heroes of the past, inspiring heroes of the future. So you get access to combat inspiration, inspiring allies to add a 1+d6 bonus to their next attack roll, ability check, saving throw, weapon damage, and or armor class. and it lasts until a long rest. And now, as the College of Swords, a highly trained and skilled warrior, you use your powers with words and weapons to fight and attain in equal measure. You can get access to also the College of Swords. So as you guys see, you get slashing flourish, defensive flourish range, defensive mobile flourish melee, mobile flourish range, and then slashing flourish range. So as you guys see here, under the College of Swords, you get access to a really good assortment of level 2 spells. These spells consist of blindness, common motions, cloud of daggers, crown of madness, detect thoughts, enhanceability, ethereal, heat metal, hold person, invisibility, knock, lesser restoration, phantasmal force, see invisibility, shatter, and then also silence. So these are all really good abilities to use. If you want to go for damage, cloud of daggers is what it is. Or if you want to go for some more damage here, then shatter is another great one, of course, or maybe phantasmal force. Now, if you want to go for a for a more, let's say, CC, heat metal is really great, especially if your enemy that you want to fight has a certain special weapon that you want to pick up. Heat metal is really good early on. Very great, honestly. And then, of course, you get to choose your fighting style of either dueling or two-hit weapon fighting. So this means, so as College of Swords, you're more so of a upfront and personal bard. Keep that in mind. So if we go back up here, now, if I was trading a bard here, I would go for College of Valor, specifically for this combat inspiration. It's going to be very useful for certain characters of yours that like to get up close person, like fighters and also paladins, stuff, so on and so forth. Okay, so now that we're level 4, we get access to another cantrip, a spell. We can also replace the spell if we want to, or a new feature. So let's go with cantrips here. As a cantrip, these aren't really the greatest cantrips, gotta be honest with you. So you can go what you want to go with, but we'll just go with Mage Hand for things that we cannot personally reach. And then of course we get access to another spell. Enhanced ability is really great, where you can pass ability checks and also, or chosen ability checks, honestly. So that's a good pickup. Now features here. Features are very useful. I'm going to be doing a video on this later on in the future. So because you're a bard, the actor here, you get your charisma increases by 1. Very useful, especially if your charisma is already at 17. This will add up to 18. Or better yet, where is that one feature right here? You can get performance. You gain musical instrument proficiency, and your charisma increases by 1 as well. So that's really nice. So either one, really good pickups. And then if you want to go anything else, I mean, you definitely can. It's your choice on what you want to go with. So keep that in mind. But for me, at least, I'm going to go ahead and go with, we're going to go ahead and go performer. All right, so now that this feat is done, I chose my feat as performer, we're going to put the extra point to charisma, and boom, we're good to go. Now we're entering into level 5. Get a little health boost there. Now, because of the class feature, we get font inspiration. You gain all your bardic inspiration at the long rest or short rest. And then you get improved bardic inspiration. You have gained bonus from bardic inspiration, increase to 1 plus D8. And we also gain another spell. So as you guys see here, now we get access to level 3 spells. Really nice. We get Stow Curse, Fear, Feign Death, Lift of Warning, Hypnotic Pattern, Plant Growth, Speak with Dead, and also Stinking Cloud. Now again, my way of playing Bard is being more of a crowd controller. So, or even a person that can save your ally. So Fear is quite nice, because then you'll get easier attack rolls on your opponent. Okay, so that we leveled up again. We get access to Counter Charm. You and any allies within 9 meters have advantage on saving throws against being charmed and also frightened. Really useful for enemies that have AoE spells, like, that can frighten you or that causes fear. And then you get access to extra attacks. So you get to now attack twice. So now we get another access to a different type of spell, which is nice. And so another good spell for crowd control, either be Hold Person or Hypnotic Pattern. So this time around, I'm going to go Hold Person, even though it's a level 2 spell. Really nice, really awesome to use. So now, anytime in this game, by the way, so you get a level 4 spell slot unlocked, but also, since you hit level 7, you can gain access to subclassing. Well, technically, you can get access to subclassing whenever you want to, but if you want to change up your class a little bit, then go for it. Normally, if I was playing as a bard, I would also go the cleric route, because I get access to more healing spells and more supported spells. That's if you're going that supported route. If you don't want to go that route, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. We can just cancel that route, and we can just keep on continuing going as a bard. So now we get access to more to level 4 spells like Dimensional Door, Polymorph, Soul Curse, Feign Death. And I'm gonna go with Feign Death because, as you guys see here, put an ally in a protected coma. They become resistant to all damage except psychic. Really nice. Feign Death is technically very similar to Sanctuary from a cleric. Very simple. So if your ally is about to die, just put Feign Death on them; they stay alive. But again, they can't get hit. They can only get hit by psychic damage. Now we get more access to more spells. Polymorph is another great spell because you get to give someone a disadvantage, and they'll turn into a sheep. Really cool to see animals on the battlefield, right? But now we get access to another feat, and this time around, let's say you're a bard that likes to also use range combat as well. Crossbow expert could be damn near great to use. Because now you get to use a crossbow from range, and boom, that's your bard character, guys, right there. So, if this video helped you guys out in any way, shape, or form to kind of give you an idea on how to build your bard class or how to become a bard, definitely consider liking and subscribing, y'all. Also, hit the notification bell down below to be notified on any future guide or video based on Baldurs Gate 3. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for your support and all that you guys do. Peace out. Much liberty. Have a good one.
If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.